This is not just an academic intervention, it's a strategic investment in cultural preservation, intellectual renaissance, and the safeguarding of our identities for future generations through rigorous research, scholarship, while ensuring that the full narrative is documented, defended, and dignified. I'm sure most of us have read the UNESCO paper that says that Igbo language is one of the endangered languages that may go into extinction very soon. So our response from Ohanaeze and Ndigbo is to see how we can mitigate against it through supporting serious academic uh, research and documentation about the world language. We have also established a website and we have incorporated teaching of Igbo language into our website. That I expect to take off soon.
The beauty is here with us. Bueno, bueno, pues bueno.
That'll be the first morning meeting of this new event led by my executive now. Ilekọta ihe gbasara Ohanaeze from 2025 to 2029. Distinguished members of the women, respected elders, like members, ladies and gentlemen. Stand before you today with profound humility and a deep sense of responsibility as we convene this historic first moving of the National Executive Council 2025 to 2019. This gathering is not merely procedural, it is symbolic. It represents renewal, continuity, and our collective resolve to reposition our organization, Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide, for relevance, impact, and generational significance. Today offers us the opportunity to take stock of our journey so far, to account for the mandate entrusted to us, and to reaffirm our unwavering commitment to the ideals, aspirations, and destiny of our Ndigbo. From inception, this administration resolved to enthrone order, clarity, and institutional efficiency. And in our quest to build a resilient, modern, and inclusive organization, we constituted a high-powered committee led by Dr. Anthony Ndigbo San, Senior Advocate Nigeria, which has successfully produced a 21st century draft constitution. This document reflects contemporary realities while remaining firmly anchored in our fundamental values. We'll further add that the draft constitution will be presented today for your kind reading, consideration, and for adoption and or work as the moving release. In the same vein, our secretariat is undergoing significant transformation. We'll prioritize our motivation, the organization, and that we believe that no institution can rise above the capacity and morale of its workforce. I'm pleased to report that work on our new headquarters building is nearing completion. This will represent a monumental step that will provide us with a befitting administrative lifesaver and a lasting institutional legacy. So I plan to incorporate the museum of Igbo music, Igbo art, Igbo culture in that premises. also ensure that the race will find Igbo artifacts or gift items uh, renewable here when it's ready. Understanding that nation without structure is merely an illusion. The administration has articulated a clear 4-year strategic work plan to guide policy direction, program implementation, and performance evaluation throughout our tenure. One of our flagship initiatives is the plan to establish professional chairs dedicated to Igbo language, or history, or culture, backed by 35 million narrative of grant. This have been put in place as a committee of distinguished academics who are at this time screening applicants who have applied for professional chairs in Igbo language and culture. That process is on. We are hoping that process will be concluded very soon. This is not just an academic intervention, it is a strategic investment in cultural preservation, intellectual renaissance, and the safeguarding of our identity for future generations through rigorous research, scholarship, while ensuring that the full narrative is documented, defended, and dignified. I'm sure most of us have read the UNESCO paper that says that Igbo language is one of the endangered languages that may go into extinction very soon. So our response from Ohanaeze and Ndigbo is to see how we can mitigate against it through supporting serious academic research and documentation about the Igbo language. We have also established a website, and we have incorporated teaching of Igbo language into our website. That I expect effect of some, because we're hoping that all of our people, wherever they may be, all over the world, can tune in, and their children can tune in to get Igbo language cultural stories from our website. In our quest to build a resilient, modern, and inclusive organization, we constantly have work on to led by Dr. Ndigbo. Further, we are demonstrating mature challenges by resolving multi-level disputes and internal crises within our chapters in Lagos, Brooklyn, and London. Particularly delighted to announce the successful inauguration of the new leadership of UK and Ireland chapter, restoring unity, legitimacy, and purpose to our diaspora strength. Recognizing that stabilizing collaboration, we have proactively engaged other international entities across the country, culminating in the signing of joint communiques on issues of national interest with Afenifere, Pandel, and others. These engagements have amplified our collective voice and positioned us as a key stakeholder in Nigeria's evolving political and socio-economic discourse. In addition, we held extensive consultations with distinguished Igbo statesmen and women drawing from their wealth of experience, wisdom, and counsel as we navigate complex national efforts. To ensure financial sustainability and institutional growth, we have appointed Afrinvest as our fundraising consultants. This partnership is designed to professionalize our resource mobilization efforts and unlock new funding opportunities and move us away from dependence on political office holders as the main source of finance for this. Complementing this is our resolve build professionally managed media architectural project our values, communicate our positions effectively, and enhance our local and global visibility. In today's information-driven world, narrative control is not optional, it is strategic. Our administration has made civil engaged in critical national processes, including active participation in the officials constitutional release conference, well, where we articulated positions effective of our collective aspiration. On the cultural front, we will today, after the approval of Imowi, institutionalize the Igbo Thanksgiving Day as requested by Igbo religious leaders, which is being primed to be a platform for gratitude, for unity, and for spiritual reflection every day. We successfully commemorated the 2025 Igbo Day in Oka, reaffirming pride in our heritage and solidarity among our intention is to move this Igbo Day celebration around the 7 Igbo speaking states. Further demonstration of our commitment to development and unity. We have funded and supported 3 strategic programs. We have donated 19 million naira to Rangers International, reinforcing our support for sports as a unifying and empowering force. You will recall that several 3 decades ago, the Rangers International symbolized the resurgence of the Igbos after the Civil War, when everything of village has gone down south. The Rangers International represented the never say die spirit of Ndigbo by capturing, just after a few months of Civil War, by capturing Borealis international level. Unfortunately, promises made to them were not fulfilled by the government, and Ohanaeze Ndigbo worldwide decided to fulfill the promise made by the government when they won the international competition, I think 20-something years ago. We have made significant progress towards obtaining the Sea of all land and securing our assets and strengthening our institutional foundation. The allied wolves, the investment company, and Ndigbo Development Forum are being put into action for the development of our neighborhood. We were told that this has been on the table for a long time, and Ohanaeze Ndigbo has at this time decided to move it forward. The executive had about 50 million naira to be provided for offices and other infrastructure to be set up. With this is approved by the money. Our commitment to the emancipation of our people politically and economically cannot be overemphasized. Everything that needs to be done this administration of elected people, and we're doing it without fear of failure. Finally, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, these achievements are not the triumph of an individual or issue, they are the product of collective will, shared sacrifice, purposeful leadership. While we acknowledge how far we've come, we're even more conscious of how much remains to be done. Let us therefore move forward with unity of purpose, clarity of vision, and wavering commitment to excellence. Today we shall build an institution that future generations will inherit with pride. May wisdom guide our legislations, may unity define our actions, and may history remember this neck as one that rose with the demands of its time. Thank you, and may God bless all of us.
In one.